I'm Piano Man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Welcome to the long run with an honest tongue. Justified, opinionated when the topic comes. Don't give a piss about nothing but tide. Honey be on my mind and I keep that pride. Stroke still strong, last name long. Roll tide, roll where the truth belong. West Virginia born, working hard in my soul. Still got that steel town grin and I take control. F them trees, yeah I said it loud. Go Steelers too, got the whole room proud. Love that college game, love that Friday light. Love them real world problems and we talk all night. We bring that fire gumbo daily. Stir it up, don't play me. Bishop on the forge by fire away. JB got the whole room crazy. Latoya in the mix, can't tame it. Twist to keep the freight line moving. Welcome to the show. Piano Man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man. I'm your boy. You know me. I need no introduction. I'm famous wherever I go. That's right. That's right. I'm just laughing at something someone just said. If you have an X account, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, there was a poll that came out. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not even gonna post it. I saw it and kept scrolling, but it was kind of funny. But it was the most arrests by college football teams. What's crazy is all three Florida teams was 1, 2, and 3. Florida, Miami, Florida State. But then, I'm gonna take time out to read it right quick. But then we gonna get with the get because we got some stuff to discuss. Okay, well here we go. The most arrests by college football teams. So here we go. The top 25. So starting at number 25 is Colorado with 176. Number 24, Arizona State at 180. Marshall, really? Marshall, West Virginia, up there at Marshall. Okay, Marshall with 183. North Carolina State at 22 at 190. Iowa at 198. Iowa, what? Now this is since 2000, so this is like a 20-something year, whatever. Like I said, I don't know if this is facts or it's made up, but it's just good humor to me. But Iowa at 198. West Virginia, you making my state look bad. West Virginia, what's going on with y'all? But anyway, 205. Okay, Wisconsin, 217. Arkansas coming in at 18 at 220. Ole Miss, 231 arrests since 2000. Penn State coming in at 16. Yeah, 200 and wait a minute, excuse me. Ole Miss 231. I'm sorry. Michigan coming in at 15 at 2. No, Penn State, excuse me, coming in at 16 at 238. I looked at it wrong. Let me go back and redo that. Ole Miss coming in at 17 at 231. Penn State coming in at 16 at 238. Michigan coming in at 15th at 248. And Notre Dame coming in at 14th at 259. Here we go. Now it's getting ready to get interesting. It's getting ready to get interesting. Coming in at 13th at South Carolina at 270. Coming in at 12th is Oklahoma at 281. 281. Coming in at 11th is Texas at 291. Coming in at 10th, you're going to like this, Austin Allen. Georgia at 302. Coming in at 9th is Auburn at 315. 8th is Tennessee. Coming in at 8th is Tennessee at 322. Clemson at 7th at 345. LSU at 6th at 378. Ohio State at 5th at 389. Now watch this, Stephen Hicks. Here we go. At 4th, Alabama, 402. Florida State at 436. The University of Miami, where you at, Bama hater, and all y'all Miami lovers up there, 454. And the number one school leading the country in most arrests by college football teams are the University of Florida. My nephew Thomas, I love this here, 539 arrests since 2000. I can't believe Alabama 402 arrests since 2000. Since 2000. Boy, that's a whole, but I'm pretty sure that if you brought that up to date and everything, I'm pretty sure those numbers have changed. But like I said, this is something I don't even look at. Like I said, when I saw it, I saw it, read on it, and laughed and kept scrolling. And someone just sent it to us in our Discord over there, and I just thought it to be funny. Man. It was funny to me. Iowa, Marshall, Colorado. I mean, like West Virginia, I can about see. You got to know the activities that go on in West Virginia. You see what I'm saying? You got to know the activities that go on there. Blah, 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 blah. Anything that, but anyway, good to see everybody today. Just thought make you laugh for a minute. Folks getting arrested. You know what, Dwight? I don't care how they counted this. I really don't. It's all trivial to me, but I can't believe Marshall. 183 arrests since 2000. Marshall. I've seen chat rooms bigger than Marshall. You see what I'm saying? Man, come on. Oh boy, folks and their posts. But good morning, everybody. I see Lady Latoya in the chat. Good morning, and Roll Tide. Bobby Sprinkle, my main man. What's up with you, Roll Tide? And good morning, Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy. We say good morning to you and Roll Tide. Nick Harden, good morning and Roll Tide to you. My producer Dwight, good morning and Roll Tide to you. I see the Bishop is here. Bishop, I get to you in just a second. I see Double A. Go, just go, because I ain't no Boomer Sooner. He's Mr. Boomer Sooner, forged by fire. But okay, you being forged by fire, but don't get burned up in that phone booth, Bishop. That's all I'm gonna say now. Get that water hot now. That's all I'm gonna say. The water hot. No, that's all I'm about to say to you. That water is hot. That goes for anybody else. Bama, Oklahoma, Missouri, all them teams that got they got arrested. That's all I got to say to you. The water hot. Hey, Double A, good morning and Roll Tide. Are these student athletes all together? I have no clue. I believe that it's a bogus whatever, somebody that made something up and all that kind of stuff just to make somebody laugh, or I don't know. Heck if I know. It just says it's in the Discord if you want to see it, and you can judge it for yourself. But I think it's just something somebody made up. They just put a bunch of numbers up there and all that good stuff. Anyway, yeah, Stephen, a lot of criminal activity going on. Mm-hmm. Nick Harden, good morning. Bobby Sprinkle. Let me see who else is up in this joint. Hey, Bless 50 with Grace and Mercy. Good morning. I'm able to finally catch my favorite show live again. Good morning, and thank you. And listen, all y'all my favorites. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all last night for those that were over there with KB, with JT, Cousin Maddox, and everybody. Thank y'all for joining in. and everything. I like what they were putting down. That was pretty cool, and I hope to be chatting with them again real soon. I'm friends with JT on X and everything. He's always putting out great content each and every day, and so that it was good to see everybody with KB, all that kind of stuff, and hope we can do it again real soon. Okay, good morning, DSGB85, my brother out of Georgia representing them dogs. What's up, bro? What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, Key? What's up? East Coast represent. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. That East Coast something serious out there. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Okay, let's see what we got. Who else we got? Going on up the mountain. Gonna move on down the hill. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but for those of you that's outside and all that kind of stuff, oh wow. Okay, good. Bob, you know what, Bobby? I'm gonna tell you like this. Bobby was telling me, he said he got some good news and bad news. Lightning got his modem. Please be careful with that kind of stuff. When the elements are bad out there, everybody just chill on your device just for a minute. It ain't worth losing your device, but sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes that stuff gonna happen. But he also said, I'll let you see it for yourself. But he also said, I got my internet coming and I got another computer coming today. Cool. I'm on another computer now. My other one that I just purchased is sitting down here. I got to put it to good use before. I don't want it to think that I've just completely thrown it away, but it just wasn't doing what I needed to do for broadcasting. And I want to thank my producer Dwight for hipping me to what I'm using now. This is a good investment that I've invested in. But Bobby Sprinkle, I hope all is well with you, man, and hope you get that up and running. And man, listen, football season is about to get kicked off, and bro, we need you in the game. We need you in the game, okay? We need you in the game. Yeah. All right, let's go back down to the bottom of the hill. And I think that's going to be it. I see you, Keith Holcomb. What's up, man? Good morning and roll tide. Good morning and roll tide. Hey, good morning, Vols M for M. Good morning, my brother out of Tennessee representing them Vols. What's up? I'm with you, Stephen. I'm with you. When he said how 400 players been arrested since 2000, 400 student athletes. And you know what? I don't care if it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever. That's a lot of athletes in 20-something years still. That's still a lot of athletes. I'm telling you, that's a lot. And you're right outside of Florida. I mean, the big three was Florida, Miami, Florida State, and then fourth came Alabama. To me, that's why I said I'm not trusting this. It's just something funny to me. I'm not trusting it at all. And all this kind of stuff, I just believe it's some type of novelty that folks got going. Okay, cold-blooded here. Gotcha. Let's see what we got. Here we go. All right. My producer asked me to do this, and here we go.
I'm going to ask you about the two guys that are in that competition, and ask you to break which guy down. Just tell me what Austin Mack does as far as his skill set, and then we'll move to Keelan and ask you about the same question.
Okay, so for Mack, he does a great job of leading. He's a vet now. Hasn't played much in the games yet, but he's sat behind some great quarterbacks, and he knows the playbook inside and out. Like, he knows stuff that I was like, oh, I thought I knew that, but yeah, this is why we do that. So just obviously he's a human playbook. So with that guy, you're gonna get literally all your answers. He knows the answer before the play even happens. So and then whenever he does a great job of leading the huddle, commanding the offense. And really just he knows where his spots are. So he does a great job with that. And then for Keelan, he's an amazing, playmaker. He does a great job with that. And, you know, obviously he's a younger guy, so he's still learning the playbook, but he's done a phenomenal job with that, you know, throughout his freshman year and even now. And he's doing an even better job of, you know, continuing to lead our offense and, you know, just having that command in the huddle.
All right, that's Ryan Coleman Williams offering. You know, question was asked of him about the quarterback situation. He gave an answer. I saw this last week during SEC Media Day and everything. I'm going to table that one, Dwight, until I'm going to remember that's going to be in media assets. I'm going to table that because I want to see how this plays out. I have my own theory. I've sort of voiced it, my own theory about how I think this is actually going to go. But the one thing I'm not going to do is get off into a debate on something, and I don't think it's really up for debate. But I'm going to say this, Bishop, and here we go. I think that some people have made this out to be a popularity contest about the quarterbacks. That's why I won't touch it. This is going to be a decision of the coaches. And I think what it's going to boil down to is, number one, what is something that Ryan Williams said about, let's just put it like this, whoever can learn that playbook. Whoever can learn the playbook and run the plays effectively. It won't be about popularity. It's going to be about effectiveness. And in the words of Coach Saban, hate to bring Coach Saban into this, but something that he says, who gives you the best chance to win the game? At quarterback now, what has to happen there is playbook, effectiveness, being able to extend. It's a lot of things, but mainly knowing the plays. Who can extend? And then can we add plays to what you already know without you getting tripped up? I think that's what's going to happen. That's why I'm not really discussing it much, because hadn't even gone into camp yet, which they go in on, they report on the 4th and all that good stuff. We're going to hear, like they were saying last night with KB, there's going to be a lot of stuff that we hear coming out of camp. Half of it, I'm not even going to believe, number one, because I'm not there. See, in this case, seeing is going to be believing. So I'm going to table Ryan Coleman Williams' statement. And as we get closer to the games and whatever, I'm going to replay this. And then we're going to see, once they announce, Bishop, once they announce, then we're going to see, then I'm going to play this, and now we're going to talk, and we're going to see what's what.
It would have been chosen by that time.
Yeah, and so now you've got your superstar saying one thing, or your most polarizing player saying one thing. But like I said before, Bishop, and we're going to go on with what
I'm ready.
I'm going to say this, so we won't get into no big whatever. Here we go. If a quarterback starts that you're not all that keen about, what you gonna do? Boo it? What you gonna do? Turn off the game?
Root for him and let's keep rolling.
What you gonna do? Leave the game? You paid your money for it to go see the game, and because you're the guy that you want to start, don't start. What you gonna do? Have a whole meltdown? What? No, I'm not. That's why I've told everybody, let the process play out, because this is not going to be about popularity. It's not going to be about popularity. I'm pretty sure, Bishop, the same thing is pretty much in place even at Oklahoma. This ain't about popularity. This is about who can get the job done. And if a
Plain
person,
and simple.
it's just that simple. Who can
Yeah.
get the job done? That's why I'm tabling this. I hear you, Dwight. I got you. But I want to make this a real live discussion when the choice has been made. That's what I want to see. And Bishop, I have a feeling somebody gonna pull a rabbit out the hat.
Hey, yeah. Hey, and don't let my choice, Tamala, don't let them slip through.
Telling you now, don't. Who said that it just had to be Austin or Keelan? Remember now, you got others that are playing that position too.
That young cat is
all of them are, Bishop. All of them are in charge of learning the playbook.
Absolutely.
Everybody. And so that's why I'm not going to discuss it, because that's not what I really want to talk about today. Because you're going to have this ongoing discussion, and you've already heard it. And honest to goodness, Bishop, I've actually grown tired of it, and it's just July 28th. I've actually grown weary.
I'm so glad. Hey, I'm so glad we report the third. Oh, I am glad.
So I'm tired of listening to about this Keelan Russell, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, blah, 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 blah. Austin Mack, blah, 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 blah. Put it over there on the table. Let it sit. Let it marinate. By the time
can I say something?
Talk about it. Trust me, it'll be worth talking about. Trust Piano Man on this one. It'll be worth talking about. But anyway, Bishop, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. P, let me say something. Do you guys know how blessed you are to have a competition? Because that means they both got to know the playbook and they're pushing neck and neck. That's beautiful. Because if something should ever happen, you don't have no worries. You got two individuals that's ready to go and win this game for you. There's a lot of people around the country praying that they make it through with their quarterbacks. Be thankful.
And we told you yesterday, did I write it down? No, that's not it. Didn't I tell you all yesterday how many SEC teams are in that first-year quarterback country? And Alabama's going to be one of them. LSU's one. Tennessee is one.
Yeah.
Darn. I can't think of can't find my paper anywhere. What I did. But
Auburn.
Auburn's one. And notice now, and the reason that I'm throwing Auburn in there is because this guy, Byron Brown, he's played against SEC teams, but he has not played against them week after week after week. Auburn has to get used to that grind. It's more than just playing for your coach that you came from another school for. No, you've got to get used to the grind.
I.e., John Mateer last year. It's not easy.
You got to get used to the grind.
Yep.
Just saying now, it's not.
It's a different animal.
Yeah, it's a different animal. That's all we're saying. But this morning, Bishop, I wanted to take a look at Bama's offense, but watch this. I don't want to talk about the wideouts. I just told you, I don't want to talk about the quarterback. I don't even want to talk about the running backs. I want to talk about two groups. I want to talk about the O-line, and I want to talk about the tight ends.
Good.
Because here's what's lost in all of this. Here's what's lost in this sauce, if you will. I've said this for 2 years now, Bishop. For Piano Man, it doesn't matter who you put back there at quarterback. It doesn't matter who you have out there at wideouts and running backs. If the blocking is not there, you can put Tom Brady, Mike Brady, and the Brady Bunch back there. It's not going to matter if there aren't any guys up front to make it happen. I'm going to say that again. If the O-line is not gelling,
right?
If the O-line is not there, it won't matter. So when you look at the O-line of Alabama, when you look at the O-line, you got to get to know. You have to get to know these names. You have to get to know these names because, first of all, the line, with the exception of Jackson Lloyd and Michael Carroll, everyone else is basically new. Why did I say Jackson Lloyd? Why did I say Michael Carroll? Simply because of the fact at various times in the year and at a certain point, they begin to be mainstays on the line. Okay? Now, this year, what we're looking at far as tackles go, pull up my right here. You're gonna have Jackson Lloyd, Michael Carroll. Okay, yeah. But there's also a possibility that there could go some interchanging with Michael Lloyd, Jackson Lloyd, Michael Carroll, even moving the guard. It could be some interchanging there. But what you're looking at is Jackson Lloyd, Javen James, who is a transfer out of Mississippi State, Nick Brooks, who is a transfer from Texas, Ty Haywood, now this is on the tackles now, who is a transfer from Michigan.
Yeah.
You also have to look at your tackles of Javen James, Bryson Cooley. You're also going to be looking at Jared Daughtry. There are names thrown at us, Bishop, and good morning, Governor. There are names thrown at us you don't hear about every day either.
Right.
This is why I'm of the firm persuasion that this training camp or this fall camp, however you want to put it, for Alabama, is going to be a wait and see who, just like we said about the quarterbacks, which I'm not discussing, but everybody, left tackle, left guard, right guard, tight end, everybody, you've got to know the playbook. Sometimes the lack of physicality comes is because you don't know your assignment. That's what happens. When you don't know the book and you don't know what you're supposed to do, you play tentative. You don't play with no authority. You don't play with no physicality. You don't play with no purpose. You don't play with anything if you go, because it's a tail sign right there that's maybe this fellow is not comfortable with his position because he's not comfortable with the playbook. Not just the quarterback got to know the playbook, guys. Everybody that's out there on that field, if you're going to deem yourself a starter or even just a player, you must know the playbook. So I'm looking at Jackson Lloyd, Javen James, Nick Brooks, Ty Haywood at those tackles. Also at those guards, I'm looking at Michael Carroll. And I'm going to throw this caveat, Bishop.
Go ahead.
Carroll, Jackson Lloyd, Caden Strayhorn. I think, those are all sophomores.
Wow.
I'm throwing that in there for a reason now. Sophomores.
Put a pin in that one. Yes, sir.
Young cats. See, so
coaching
I'm looking at Michael Carroll, William Sanders, Ethan Fields, a transfer from Ole Miss. Michael Waldrop Jr. and Casey Poe. Those guys have been there a little while. And at center, transfer out of Cal Poly, Rayson Delgatti, who's a senior. But you also have a transfer out of Michigan, who is Caden Strayhorn, who is a sophomore. Ty Haywood, if I'm not mistaken, sophomore.
Sophomore or sophomore?
However, sophomore.
That West Virginia.
Sophomore. It's actually pronounced sophomore. 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 That's how I was pronounced. I was taught to say it. I just say sophomore.
English teacher coming out.
Young cat.
All right, never mind.
Yeah. Love you, P. Love you, P.
Listen, are y'all gonna get hung up on the pronunciation, or are you gonna get hung up on what we talking about?
Ain't no weed now. Come on now.
What we gonna do since y'all Jersey and New York cats? I'm from West Virginia.
Yeah.
But I don't give a hoot if sophomore, southwest, southwest. Alabama is young on that line.
Yeah, it is.
That's the bottom line. Alabama is young on that line, but I also look to see who's hungry. Bishop, you talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Who's hungry, JB? Who's hungry? Who's going to lead that charge with this line? Who's going to lead that charge with this line?
Go ahead, JB.
Go ahead, Governor.
I think the most important piece of this offense, the room that we really need to discuss, is the tight end room.
Getting to them next. They're next on my list.
They're next on
the list. Because I said I did not want to discuss running backs. I didn't want to discuss the quarterbacks. I don't want to discuss wideouts. I want to discuss O-line, tight end.
I think the tight end is the most important piece to this offense this year. Why?
Facts.
Help out the run. They're gonna help out the passing game. Also, it can help out the line. They can help out the line. They're big guys. They can catch. They can run out in space. They're the ones that I think that we need to see if they're hungry, because those are the ones that's going to be setting the edges out there. Be the quarterback safety net. They could probably bring you like that spark, like a Cuevas, like OJ Howard. They're playing their role until it's time for them to shine. And that's what OJ Howard did in the national championship, if everybody remember. His role this entire season until it got to the national championship, and he had those 2 big catches, touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Tight end room might be the most important piece of this offense this year. That's just my opinion, y'all.
Well, no, bro. I'm go ahead, Bishop, because I'm gonna say something what Governor just said. This is why, Governor, I'm gonna reiterate it again. This is why Bishop heard me when I said it. I didn't want to talk about nobody else.
I know. I heard
just the O-line and the tight ends, because Governor, I hadn't said a word to either one of you. These are the guys that get overlooked, and these are the guys that's going to help make your offense either be a success or a failure.
Because if you think about it, not to cut you off, P or B, it's hard. It's like when you have a good athletic tight end, that's very hard to stop, because that's the person that you have to account for.
Thank you.
Tony Dallas, the Antonio Gates, those guys, they're very hard. There's not a lot of DBs or linebackers that can stay with an athletic tight end. You know what I'm saying? If you scheme right, that's another weapon that you really have to focus on. Because if you get a blitz and you got a tight end that's right there that actually is what P said, who knows the playbook, or a person that could just play off script and play with instincts. You know, and if you could read the defense, sometimes that tight end could break off on his route because he's in tune with the game. It's very hard to stop an athletic, tall tight end, and we got some athletic and tall tight ends to go alongside with our tall wide receivers. But
Yeah.
I think the tight end is going to be a very big piece in our offense this year if they get plugged in right.
Yeah. And let me say something here. I remember I started off saying that your tight end is what allows the running game to pop wide open. Because when you hit in the wide zone, that tight end's block is huge. And as the running game goes, you're gonna have to have you gotta think of those tight ends as an extension of that O line. They gotta know their me calls and the you calls. They gotta know, okay, if I got an odd front, I'm I'm throwing my hand to his hip to make sure my cohort got him, and I'm going on the backer or first curler that show. That's important. And then what you do, you start when you start blocking for the first color that show, it all automatically gets you into your pass route when you run that drag.
And I'm gonna tell you what, and when you're looking at it, Bishop and Governor Caleb Edwards, Jay Lindsey, Josh Ford, Marshall Pritchard. But I'm gonna throw you somebody else in there that's
Go
not
ahead.
listed as a tight end, Governor and Bishop, but I think that they would fit the role pretty good if they added a few more pounds to them to build them up, and that would be Derek Meadows.
That's exactly the person I was
You,
thinking. I didn't
you bet. Yeah. You. Yeah.
wide receiver or tight
Derek
end.
Meadows, because Derek Meadows under let me go back.
Ain't he like 6'7"?
He's listed as your wide receiver in your X position, according to some depth charts, but he's listed as a wide out in the X. I believe that if you put maybe 10, 15 more pounds on Derek Meadows, coupled with the speed that he already has, with good hands to start with, working on that blocking a lot more, I think now you've got a fifth tight end who has the capabilities, Governor, of a wide out.
Yeah, he's like 6'7" or
Yeah,
something like.
something like that.
Yeah.
With hands, Bishop, hands, good hands. Now we know in that game, who did he, Governor? Who was it? South Carolina or was it Missouri? One of those games had the concussion.
Missouri.
Missouri, yeah. See, that was another one went down in that game. That Missouri game was brutal out there. So, but that dude is a good weapon. But with those tight ends, though, Governor, you brought up O.J. Howard.
Mm-hmm.
People like what you just said, they overlooked them in that championship game.
Yep.
But O.J. Howard was balling all year.
All year.
He balled all year. He was that unsung hero, if you will, that they had to end up singing his praises later on. But O.J. Howard was the real deal. He was a blocker. He understood the blocking schemes. He understood it all. He knew where everybody was, whatever.
Yep.
And then Governor, something else you didn't bring up. The dude could decoy the hell out of you.
Yeah.
He could decoy the hell out of you. What do I mean by that? The way they ran their offense back then with OJ Howard. That's why he could end up getting the ball a lot because with the wideouts that they had, it forced the defense to pay attention to them.
Yep.
And it left O.J. Howard either in a one-on-one situation or just plain out wide open. Who's going to guard O.J. Howard one-on-one?
Now, P, I hear what you're saying, but don't forget, at that time, your running game was so stout, it allowed him to be able to slip into the area, and the reason he was wide open because you had a defensive coordinator that was focusing on stopping the run, and it leaves you wide open on the back end.
Just in case everybody forgot, we talking about Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're talking about, let me see, who else was out there? Who was on the wideouts?
You had Jalen Waddle.
Yeah,
you had Drake.
Ooh.
Drake, Waddle, Henry. Didn't you have Ridley?
I think you had Ridley. That 2015 team.
That's a squad. That's a squad.
Wasn't Ruggs there?
In 15?
Or was that later on? No, Ruggs was later on.
Yeah, he was later on.
He was later on.
At Jacob Coker, starting quarterback. Henry, Drake, OJ, Ridley.
Somebody I'm leaving off that starter out the wideouts. You had also. Damn.
Help us out, chat.
They were loaded. God, dog, they were loaded.
I know Stephen Hicks, though.
Let me see something from that. Whoa. Let me see.
Right, that running.
What's up, Twister? See you.
Good morning.
Yeah, everybody was predicated on stopping King Henry.
Yeah, exactly. And so what happened is the key was that the O-line knew how to block and the holder blocks to get Henry through. What that did, though, is usually when you're having as a defensive coordinator, in my mind, if I don't stop that run game, it leads me to have to play base. If I play base, then I can't. That's telling me that I got to exert more to the run game to stop it, to get a handle on it. And what it does is leaves me more one-on-ones on the back end.
I'm just telling you, I just want everybody to get used to these names that don't just focus on your quarterbacks. Don't just focus on your running backs. Don't just focus on those wideouts. But you might want to take a look at that O-line and those tight ends. And like Governor said, tight ends are going to be important. And I feel him on this. It could be the most important because they are going to have to catch the ball some, but they're also going to have to block, create lanes, because you do know that tight end, depending upon the set now, they do line up in that backfield. They're called H-backs, and they put them back there. Not necessarily running the football, but they're going to block. And like Governor and Bishop just said, how important is that blocking scheme?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's a difference between you being able to run outside and you having to try to figure something out, which is just your five. Because understand the triangle on a defense versus odd and even front, it changes the complexion of the game, and you got to be astute. And your tight end is, I'm telling you, it's a weapon. Because ask yourself, in that first game against the Sooners, what did y'all do to get back in the game? Quavis. The drag, tight end drag.
saying, man, it was I'm looking for something. But yeah.
And what that does is now how you do that, P. What that does is now as a coordinator, I have to adjust and I have to account in my game plan that we have answer to Quavis running across the doing that 5 and drag.
Who we were missing, I
Go
just
ahead.
got a text and I saw it came up on my computer. Darius Stewart.
Ooh, yeah. Don't forget
Darius
about
Stewart.
him. Yeah.
Robert Foster. You had all them cats out there. Alabama was loaded, but O.J. Howard. All I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, you can't forget what the contribution of an O.J. Howard. I'll even go back, and I know this is a Bama chat. You know, we talk Bama. Like I said, it's not just a Bama chat. We talk football, but I've also got to go back and bring this up to even to the latest. Brock Bowers was a beast at tight end.
You better say that.
He made Georgia's offense. I know a lot of people want to talk about Nick Chubb and Lad McConkey and
Nope.
no. Those dudes were good. But that doggone Brock Bowers was a game changer. And when you have a tight end, that's a game changer, Governor. A game changer. You talked about Antonio Gates. Beast. If you go to the pro ranks, I give you another one. Don't get mad, but here we go. Jeremy Shockey. Game changer.
Well, don't leave out my coach, Jason Witten.
Game changer.
Shoot, that cat ran. Game changer. He knew his craft and he took pride in it.
And I'm gonna go old school, Governor, because you're a Colts fan. John Mackey.
Ooh, say that. Please say that again.
Dallas Clark.
Dallas Clark.
What's his name from the 49ers?
Brent.
Is it not Brent Key? Dwight Clark.
Dwight Clark.
Dwight Clark. I think that's his name.
Kittle.
Jason Kittle.
Shoot. Tight ends are often overlooked, and those dudes are awesome players. I'm just saying, man. And I'm with you, Governor. Out of this whole group right here, I understand when you say when you say that that tight end is the most important because they're going to help solidify and bring more stability to your O-line. Often we get caught up in the flash players and the flash positions and the this, that, and the third when you don't look at your money players, the guys in the trenches. We talk about it, Governor. We talk about it, Bishop. But how often do we really highlight them? Well, I'm taking the time to highlight them cats today. I don't want to talk about them others. That's going to be up for debate. I'm not up for that today. But these guys that you just got through talking about, those tight ends, yes, sir. You better pay some attention to them. And Governor, how much is it an added feature or an added talent? And Bishop, you can answer it too.
If
you got a tight end who can run an effective route.
That's a man. Listen, because I'm looking at your text earlier. The offense comes down to it. The offensive player that I think that's going to be stand out will be Derek Meadows. I said Derek Meadows when I first saw it. I just couldn't remember tight end or wide receiver, but I think Derek Meadows is probably going to be that guy for the because he's 6'7" and he runs like a gazelle. That's very hard to just like to focus in on. Not a lot of linebackers or DBs can really No, because mostly like the linebackers gonna have to stop him. Not a lot of linebackers gonna
Yeah.
run.
I tell you what, Governor. And let me ask you this before I get to you, Bishop. Let me ask you
Go
something,
ahead.
Governor. In Derek Meadows' case, in the case of Derek Meadows, what you just said also puts him in wide out status as well.
Yeah.
With him, with a player like him, would it matter where you lined him up?
No, I would most likely like in the slot or closer to that late break out off the line. Either he's gonna stay in to block a little bit and then go out for a screen, or in the slot. I don't want him on the outside. I won't want him
Uh-huh.
on, depending on what the formation's at. Because if you got him on the outside, then I'm gonna have Brooks on my inside. Then somebody got to be on the inside. But if we got Brooks and and Ryan on the outside, yeah, I'll put Meadows on the inside. It's
Yeah,
not a lot. There's not a lot of linebackers that can run sideline to sideline with that dude. The man runs like a gazelle, and he's 6'7".
dude, cold blooded, man.
Got to
Bishop,
do.
go ahead.
Yeah. I was letting y'all finish because I wanted to come back. I don't want y'all to rush over what you got at O line. They're young, but
Uh-huh.
the key is you got multiplicity of young O linemen. That's gonna be harnessed. And so what you got is if that offensive line coach that's brought in, if he can harness and pull them all up to speed, you finally got depth. So if somebody goes down, remember you got to be able to go through the gauntlet, and you're not gonna get through unscathed. Everybody that's in that room gonna at one time or another gonna be counted on.
Yep. And it's a gauntlet, and I'm gonna tell you this, and the gauntlet with the team itself, or the game that you're playing, or your opponent that you're playing against, though sometimes the real gauntlet is just a one-on-one who you're
Yep.
matched up against.
Yep.
And I'm still looking at what Governor said concerning Derry Meadows. Excuse me, y'all.
Go ahead.
Even though he is listed as a wideout, we're featuring tight ends, but this dude could even still go as a tight end if you put some more weight on him. He could still go as a tight end. He could still go and not lose his effectiveness as a receiver. And that's what Governor's saying, because the dude got stride, the dude got everything, and I'm excited to see him and all those guys. But Governor said it's Derek Meadows for him having that having that breakout season. Bishop, what you do know about our team?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you feel, or like you said, what group is that group that's kind of underlooked or
Tight end room.
overlooked or under?
Tight end room. See, we already see the key focus this year was okay, our offensive line, but a lot of times the tight end room is not included in that because a lot of times we think of their own entity, but they have to be an extension of the O line, but also be able to be athletic enough to be a route runner.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Caleb Edwards, Jay Lindsey, Josh Ford, Marshall Pritchard, along with Derek Meadows, because I do believe they'll line him up in some sets, and he's going to be effective. Alabama has a good problem. A good problem. A lot of people might not deem it that way, Bishop, but in my opinion, Alabama has a good problem. Now go back to that O-line for just a second. These guys are young. Let me look at something here. Let me see something right quick.
See, that's where. But I like them to remember. We had Eddie Perry Louis, freshman. We had Foje, freshman, and we had Fasusi, freshman, starting against you. It can be done, but you got to develop them. And yeah, they're gonna be drinking through a fire hose. Guess what? it makes them better for this year. Sometimes if they win the job, play them, rotate them, figure something out. But you got one way and the other, they're gonna come into the game, and the last thing you want to do is find out that they don't know their stuff or they're not ready for their moment. And I'm just talking to the coaches in that offensive coaching room. Is you got to develop. You can't in this day and age. The first two, first and second string ain't good enough. It's got to go third and fourth.
We were talking about the youthfulness of this Alabama line. I'm sitting here looking at it. Now, I'm going to factor all of this in. Ryan Coleman Williams is a junior. Now I'm going to put it all together of these projected starters. Ryan Coleman Williams is a junior. Lottie Brooks, South. Rico Scott. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Rico Scott was a junior.
No, ain't he a sophomore?
That's what they've got on here, that he's a sophomore.
He might be a red shirt.
Rico was a junior.
He might be a red shirt sophomore.
Okay. Say that again, Governor.
Said, isn't he a red shirt sophomore? Because didn't he get hurt?
Oh, yeah. Didn't he?
Now, who got hurt was Danny Lewis.
No, Rico
last year.
Hurt.
Now, that's who was the other tight end as well, Danny Lewis.
But I thought last year, didn't Rico?
Rico missed got hurt. He got hurt in the spring game or the spring season or something like that. He got hurt.
Rico Scott.
Yeah, remember you was.
He was supposed to be one of the
receivers. Yeah, he was right in front of you. You said, "Man, Rico got hurt."
No, that was Noah Rogers.
Oh, that was Noah Rogers.
That's
okay,
Noah Rogers.
I'm getting the mix up. My bad.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to, but now since we're on the subject right there, y'all, you have not heard a lot of talk about Rico Scott. Now that could be, Governor, one of those guys flying under the radar too.
I believe he got hurt, bro. I think he got hurt and missed the season because we were surprised he was still staying at one point because we thought he was going to be one of those wide receivers to leave.
Right.
But yeah, that is another name. That's another name.
Just kind of throwing that out there now. Alabama's loaded. I'm just saying now.
Finally, somebody say it.
I'm just saying.
It's up to the coaches to develop.
And all of them got to be ready to play. But watch it. But like I say, if you go through it, I'm just looking at. I just wanted, before we move on, right quick. I just wanted to just give some shout out to those linemen and those tight ends, because everybody, all you hear is Ryan Coleman Williams, Lottie Brooks, Jeremy Bernard, blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the third. Who's going to go down between? Keelan Russell. He's got the start. Austin Mack, man, bump all that. Bump all that. What about Daniel Hill? What about Kevin Riley? A.K. Deere? Blah, 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 blah. That's all you hear. But very little talk about Derek Meadows, like what Governor said. Very little talk about Caleb Edwards, Rico Scott. Very little talk about Josh Ford, Marshall Pritchard. Very little talk about Jackson Lloyd, Rayson Delgatti, Michael Strayhorn, Javen James. Very little talk about Michael Carroll. Only thing you heard about Jackson Lloyd was he got named as a starter back in the spring, and all hell broke loose.
Poor, he's like, I appreciate Coach, but I ain't even.
Damn,
yeah,
that was saying. not looking at the contribution that you're going to need from these guys to let Lottie Brooks and Ryan Coleman Williams and A.K. Deere and all of them and God knows who else back there. You're going to need the contribution from all them guys and more that I talked about, and especially what Governor said with those tight ends. You're going to need them.
Yeah, you're going to need them.
Saying now, it's more to this thing than Keelan Russell, Austin Mack, and Ryan Coleman Williams.
Those are the big names. The only people like to only listen to the big names. But when you come down to those national championships, who you think, so because it's crazy. When it comes down to like the big games, the stars don't step up. It's the ones that you don't hear about.
Lottie Brooks.
The ones that you don't hear about that do the most.
Lottie Brooks.
Shoot. If it wasn't for Lottie Brooks in that touchdown, but when you go back, Governor, and I brought this to Bishop's attention, and I brought it to a couple of other folks' attention. Go back and watch that Oklahoma-Alabama playoff game. That touchdown to Lottie Brooks never should have happened.
Nope.
It never should have happened. And I'm not taking anything. So before you jump on me, go back and watch the formation of the play. There was someone wide open.
Yep.
Nobody was on it.
Yep.
Ty, and I'm not putting anybody down, but it's just the way that it went. Ty was one-track minded right there. He was going to Lottie Brooks the whole time, not allowing the process to take place. Oklahoma had a lapse in judgment on that play. And Lottie Brooks, go back and watch it. Lottie Brooks scored a touchdown on that by sheer willpower.
That's what I loved about it. And, even against my team, I like that young man. Give me 11 of them. I'll go to war.
But when you look at the formation of the play, Governor, wide open in the flat was it Jerm Bernard? I think that's who it was out there. Nobody was on him. No. Oklahoma had collapsed in.
Not Jesus. Jesus couldn't stop that.
I'm going to say this. They was out there having communion on that play.
All right.
It was a feed. Look at him.
You up here trying to pull on my stitches.
Right out there on that little
You
side.
out here trying to pull on my stitches.
I'm saying now, somebody dropped the ball on that play. And Alabama still turned around and scored.
But the
point that I'm making is that Alabama is loaded. And I'm excited about this O-line and the tight ends. Now, does that mean I ain't worried about the other ones? That's not what Piano Man's saying. What Piano Man is saying, and we're gonna go through some more teams like that too, and look at them. But I'm telling you now, they always say charity start at home. So I'm starting at home. Bama's loaded. Bama is young. They might not be as young as Georgia as far as all the way across the board. But Bama is a young squad that's going to be up and coming. So I'm going to say it like this and remain diplomatic about it. If Bama don't do it this year, be weary of next year. Especially if they're focusing on retention. If the retention is there, then the sky's the limit. Okay? But I appreciate you, Governor, for bringing that to our attention about Derek Meadows, because I like that dude too. I like that dude too. And I've heard a lot of talk on other podcasts about Derek Meadows. Derek Meadows is a beast. He's a beast. But Caleb Edwards, Jay Lindsey, Josh Ford, Marshall Pritchard, along with Derek Meadows. So, Bishop, before we go to the next topic, right quick, before we go to the Discord, I got to ask you this. Who is the group from Alabama that you are most excited about? Now let's throw it all in there. Who's the group that you're most excited about, or a player that you're most excited about for Alabama?
Your linebacker core.
I got
Your
you.
linebacker core. To include, I when I say the linebacker core, I include your DNs. I need to see a lot of push and pull. I need to see some rush, and I need some contain. I think you're right. Your linebacker core is ready to go to the next level.
I got you. I thought you were gonna say something else.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but I'm gonna go to Governor. Governor, now we're gonna deal with everybody. Governor, who are you excited about?
Oh, wow. What am I excited about? Uh,
Uh
it's out of the ball, right?
huh. Yeah. Just, but if Derek Meadows is that dude that you gonna hang your hat on, I could go with that, because I'm gonna hang I hang my hat on it too.
That's
With Derek
offense.
Meadows.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I don't mess it. You just threw a question out there, and I've been breaking down film, and your people are sleeping on your linebackers. Y'all
Oh, I know.
linebackers are on fire.
Because I thought we
I
were just
know.
staying on offense. That's why I was like, either
Oh,
side.
okay. That's on me.
Yeah,
That's
but I
no.
just threw the whole group at him. I just threw the whole group for
Yeah,
Bishop,
that's
because
I.
that for him, he's Oklahoma, so I just more or less threw the whole group at him. But for you, Governor, because you watch Alabama and everything, is there a player or a group that you're excited about? But you did say Derek Meadows is
Derek
that guy for you.
Meadows, for me,
Yeah.
Derek Meadows guy this year, he'll be that guy. Because just think about it. Say we come out in the set, it's a running set, and then you switch formations, and you got Derek Meadows, Brooks, Ryan, and then somebody else, and they all spread out. As a defensive player, I'm not a defensive player. I'm just saying, as a defense, you're looking like, okay, so who do I guard? Because now you can hit me with all type of angles. Is it going to hit me with the screen player out here? Can this guy defend this guy out here? If he goes long, can my tight end, can my linebacker hang with this guy? Or does it open up a quarterback run? Does it open up the running run? I think Derek Meadows is the X factor for everybody else, because that's the guy nobody's talking about.
Facts.
Right.
See, you're like me. I always look for the one that everybody keeps skirting over, because that's the one that nobody pays attention until they hit you with a big play.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Right
in agreement.
now, sometimes they be like, well, I don't want to show my hand. I'm like, forget showing your hand. If they can't stop it, I don't care how much film if they can't stop it, why fix it? Because if they do stop here, then you should have a counterattack. Okay, they stop this play. Let's run the same play, but we have a different play within this formation. See, it's chess, not checkers. Each play that we see on the field, there's like 3 or 4 plays in that one play. They just went this way.
Yeah, and I just understand the one thing that us defensive coaches and defensive coordinators is making sure that we account for the tight end, because it's so easy to get them. They get lost in the scheme, and before you know it, they break the game wide open.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, Gov. J. Cole just said Piano Man Meadows and Sedarian Morgan on the field together. That's a scary thought.
That's a scary thought.
Morgan. That's shit.
That's a scary thought.
It's a scary thought.
I forgot about him.
And he's a freshman.
I
He's
forgot
a freshman.
Oh snap.
And here's the catch. Here's the catch with Sedarian Morgan. Sedarian Morgan is one of those dudes who if you hadn't seen him lately, he has really hit the weight room. He's really hit it. He's very massive across his in his biceps and everything. He's worked on according to reports, he's worked out a lot and worked on his skills a lot. So when you sit down and you start evaluating it, now you got a Derek Meadows. So when you put it all together, think about this for a minute. This is in your room. Of course, you got Ryan Coleman Williams, and you got a Lottie Brooks. But now, like Governor said, you got to bring Derek Meadows into the mix. And the funny part about Meadows is going back to my argument. You can put Derek Meadows at wide out or tight end, you won't lose.
No.
You still don't lose. You actually gain.
That Lewis on the so imagine if you had Lewis, Meadows, Brooks, Ryan, and Morgan on the field.
And like I told him last night on KB show, the other cat that people now, and like I said, I wasn't gonna bring running backs into this, but I'm gonna bring this one running back in the mix. Well, let me make it two, because I did see this at A-Day. I'm gonna bring in AK Deer, and I'm also gonna bring in Trayshawn Brown. Those guys are different as it relates to ball handling skills, what to do with those yak yards, especially AK. AK showed me another side of him of catching the ball that I was very much impressed with. The only thing that still bothers me about AK is blocking assignments, his blocking. But if they, like what Bishop said, but if that is developed now you're going to have something else on your hand with someone able to come out of the backfield, not just running, but get those yak yards. What do you do with the ball after you catch it? How effective are you after you catch the ball? Or do you just fall down? Because you can't take a hit. I think those are questions that's going to have to be answered as we go. But I'm with Governor on this one. I think Derek Meadows, and I'm going to throw in, like I said, Caleb Edwards. Those two guys, I think they're going to make a difference in the little things that will create the little things that will carry a big impact in the little parts of the game, fellas. That's how I think this is going to turn out, along with the O-line. Along with that O-line, I think that those two groups, that O-line group, that tight end group, with the tight ends garnering that much respect that they deserve, simply because not only do they have to block, they got to catch too. They have to catch. So I'm looking forward to those two groups, how they fare as we get closer to August. I'm ready to see how these two guys turn out. Now, which leads me to this. Yesterday, Governor, you wasn't on here. I can't find my paper, but Governor, well, I kind of gave it away. LSU, according to...
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Ooh, yeah.
According to this report that I read, is actually supposed to be Alabama's hardest game. LSU.
Please.
Wait a minute. Is this it right? Wait a minute.
Don't make me laugh.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me get my bullet. I feel like Barney Fife.
Because, Governor, I don't know about you, but I don't remember Lane Kiffin getting there and playing a game already.
I don't know. Did it happen? I might have been asleep.
Yeah, I missed it. My bad.
I don't think that's. I'm gonna let P start. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah. Let's be quiet. We all right. We all right.
I cannot find the paper that I had this written down on because I've got questions. I've got questions about that. Here we go. LSU. Where do I want to start? Quarterback.
Yeah, I see what he's doing. Before you start, I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to give confidence to his team and put a fire under that. But well, go ahead, continue.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. I like it. Go ahead.
Sam Levitt.
Ooh, come on now.
Arizona State transfer. Sam Levitt. Since somebody told me, they said, P, they said, you kind of, I'm careful with my words. As good a quarterback as Tua was injury prone. Just being honest with you. Tua was injury prone. Dude was an awesome quarterback, but he was injury prone. Why am I saying that? Sam Levitt, pretty cool quarterback, but he's injury prone. He's prone to injury. And all I've said is that God forbid anything happens. In the words of Belle Biv DeVoe in the song Poison, wrong move, you know what happened. One good hit to Levitt. Levitt's probably going to be gone for a while. In the words of Governor, this is not the Big 12. This is the SEC. I'm just saying now.
It's a different animal.
This is a different beast over here. And when I pull up, here we go. When I pull up, I'm going to do this like I did yesterday. I'm going to give everybody equal opportunity right here. But when I pull up LSU's schedule, here we go, team by team. All right. When I pull up LSU's schedule, they're starting off with Clemson. But when I look at LSU's roster, Governor, on offense, LSU is in the same boat that Alabama's in. Transferred is first time that, first time the other. But you're supposed to be Alabama's hardest game. I need to know. So, Governor, LSU plays Ole Miss, Texas A&M, back to back. How you think they're going to fare out of those games?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn about LSU.
I understand, but for talking purposes, when they say this is supposed to be Alabama's hardest game, but you're in the same boat with a transfer squad. Okay, let me just say how I feel. How is it that LSU is supposed to get all this pub, all this love, got all this stuff going? Don't they have to jail too?
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, why is it that they don't have to jail, but Bama has to jail? I don't never ask a question that I don't already know the answer to. I just want to see if I'm thinking in the wrong in the wrong room, start to say something else, that wasn't gonna come out right. If I was thinking in the wrong room, you got two teams with the same issue, but yet this one team has owned you for the last X amount of years, and now all of a sudden you've got Lane Kiffin, and that's supposed to change everything.
Yes, they're going on the stardom of the. They're going on the status of the head coach.
Thank you.
Going
Thank
off the
you.
head coach. They're not going off the team. They're not going off the previous records. They're not going off the past histories. They're going off the status of the head coach. And right now, let's be honest, Lane Kiffin has more status than Kellen DeBoer. He does.
How?
One, if you go through his history. I know it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't to us. It don't.
Okay, let's look at, go through his history.
Let's go
What
through
about his history?
You got his daddy. That's number one.
So we're going through his daddy's history.
Yeah, we're going through his history. You got his daddy first. Then you got Lane Kiffin coaching with Pete Carroll. His history there. Then you got his history going coaching with the other GOAT, with the GOAT, with Nick Saban.
Okay.
And then
that's
the history. That's
okay.
Inside of on the
no
field.
SEC championships.
None. He's got a natty.
Not as a head coach.
Not as a head. He's got a natty though. I can't take that away from him. He's got a natty.
But not as a head coach.
Not as a head coach.
Okay. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Let me clear my throat. Lane Kiffin, he's a good coach, but he's not an upper echelon coach. On top of that, he's not the entire coaching staff. They got a great work to get that team ready to be able to play through this gauntlet. They're gonna go through some growing pains. I'm letting people know.
I'm gonna say this. I was trying to bait Governor up, but he didn't fall for the bait. And I thought Bishop was gonna take it. He sort of nibbled at it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They didn't bring Ed Orgeron in there for nothing.
Yeah. I know that.
They didn't bring him in there for nothing.
No. Can I say it now?
Go ahead.
They brought him in spite of what happened back in the day. And they crossed bridges that normally, when they burn those bridges, they don't cross back over. But this Lane Kiffin, they're all in. And so Big O is back in the flow.
Big O is back in the flow for what?
He know where the bodies are buried. He know where the certain plumb lines are, so to speak.
He could replace Lane at any time. That's why they brought him.
Thank you.
Say that again, Governor.
He can replace Lane at any time. Ed has won
there you go.
As a head coach. You go. So just in case they got to get rid of Lane, they got the backup right there.
They got a backup plan, and you bringing in a great recruiter.
Yeah.
In Ed Orgeron.
Yeah.
This is so totally unprecedented that you brought in somebody that you fired.
And was pushing them out.
You pushed him out, and he willingly went. Now, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be funny. All right, we all know, all three of us, all four of us, all three of us know. Lane Kiffin is some way or another, at some point or another, he's going to get in his own way.
Yep.
He's going to get in his own way. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just wait and see. Ed Orgeron is going to be his safety net. Charlie Weiss Jr. is going to be his safety net. It ain't like Lane is all that. Because if it were not, and Governor hit it on the head, if it were not for the GOAT, Nick Saban, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
Facts.
I'm being honest with you. We wouldn't even be having this discussion.
That's a fact.
These guys, there are a lot of guys out there.
Sark.
And if Coach Saban was listening, I say, bruh, send out send out the goon squad and tell them cats, pay me my money. They owe that dude.
The Natty.
They owe him. Because
Hernandez.
if it were not for him, would none of these cats be standing? He put them in. I don't care if you get mad or not. He put them in better situations than he was in.
Yep.
Just saying. He put them, he had them set Texas, LSU, who else? Oregon, Georgia,
Miami.
Indiana.
Yep.
Indiana. The only coach who got the raw deal was Mike Loxley.
Shit. Even James Franklin got that deal too.
Just saying now.
Every coach that moved got a piece of the pie because of Nick Saban retirement.
And Governor Mel Tucker messed himself up.
Yes, he did.
Well, that I ain't going down that road. Say that one for the Discord.
Yeah, leave that one alone.
Yeah, leave that one alone.
I'm leaving that one alone. Mel Tucker messed up. All them were saving. Oh, you know who else in a good one? My boy at Memphis. What is his name? He was
Fuentes.
Who?
Fuentes.
No.
Everyone.
Hold on for a minute.
Every last one got a bag, bro. Every last one. Everybody to take the job at Alabama got a bag. Everyone.
What you did with it afterward, that's on them.
Yeah. But I'll answer this question. I'll say this. I'm going to put it on record right now. The hardest game for Alabama this year is going to be Texas A&M. Texas A&M.
Mine was Kentucky because you haven't fully gelled. That's going to be huge.
Mine is still. I'm with you, Bishop.
Bishop, pull up.
I can't get past that Kentucky game.
Pull up Alabama's schedule and look at it.
But Texas A&M is going to be oof.
It's at home, but I'm just saying, look at that schedule. I know Kentucky is going to be a war cry. We should win that game, but it's going to be a battle. But I think the hardest game this season is going to be Texas A&M.
And that's later on, and that's homecoming too. Later on in the season,
a week before
I see.
It'll be a week right before LSU.
Okay, when is your bye? Yours is after the 8th game, correct?
Yeah, right after. Hold up, I'll tell you just a sec.
Isn't it before Georgia?
It's after Georgia.
It's after Georgia.
That's what, week 6?
No.
It's a couple of weeks after Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Alabama's bye
before
week.
LSU.
Alabama's bye week will be October the 31st.
October the 31st.
Uh-huh.
You got to play
We
games
play
all the way up
LSU.
until then.
Matter of fact, we play Texas A&M, then we had a bye week, then we play LSU.
Yep. Your hardest.
We
Texas A&M.
Yeah. Texas A&M.
A&M is going to be your hardest game. Because Tennessee, we know we're going to live up. Georgia is always going to be hype right there. South Carolina, Kentucky, Florida State, East Carolina. Your hardest be Texas A&M.
Like I told them, like I said last night in the chat with KB and them, we put a lot of hype on the different games.
Right.
But like what we just said though, when you go look at Alabama's schedule, I'm still going to say once you play the Kentucky game, the catch is going to be with Kentucky. If you come out of there with a win, you got Florida State the next week. After Florida State, you got South Carolina, then Mississippi State, then Georgia. No buys at all. That's how that's running. To me, now this is just to me. This is just Piano Man's opinion. To me, the SEC, depending on who you are, you actually have 2 gauntlets that you're running.
Say that again for the people in the back.
You're actually running 2 gauntlets in one season. Think about it. Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina, Mississippi State. Now listen, I know folks are going to say, those are going to be pushovers. No, they're not. Stop thinking that. These teams, like I told y'all, and somebody said, I don't see why Mississippi State getting all this love. I do. Go back and check the history of Mississippi State and Alabama. Bama has always struggled with them. Always. And there were a couple times, I know 1 or 2 times, State beat Bama. So you can't write them off just because you had a few seasons of success. Because even under Saban, they struggled with Mississippi State. And I remember 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, under our great GOAT, South Carolina did beat Alabama. Sure did.
Can I say something, P?
Go ahead.
It just hit me, yo. I think the state that we really need to worry about this year might be Mississippi.
Facts.
Hey, man.
You know
Facts.
why? You know why I say that?
Go ahead, bro.
They're not playing for the state. They're not playing for their school. You know what they're playing for this year?
Themselves.
Nope.
What they playing for?
They Poland this year.
Now say that again, Governor.
I said they're gonna be playing for that young man that lost his life.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They're playing this year. And Ole Miss has them same colors he wore for. I'm telling you, you better watch out for the state of Mississippi, bro. I'm telling y'all. They might lose every game, but they're gonna be playing with their hair on fire, bro. I'm telling you. That state is going to be. Oh man, it just hit me. But go ahead, continue.
And Bishop, Governor, those are those kind of games. Okay, let's think about it for a minute. Who was the team? Let's go back in some years. Who put Tua out?
Wasn't it Arkansas?
It was Mississippi State.
It was Mississippi State.
I thought it was
Mississippi
Arkansas.
State.
It was Mississippi. I know that for a fact.
I watched that game. That was
That was
happened
a
right
hard
up there in
hitting game.
Starkville. Now Arkansas played them tough too, but Mississippi State has always played Bama with a different type of intensity. But I'm telling you, Alabama, well, no. SEC, certain teams are running two gauntlets. I'm sitting up here. Come on. I'm sitting up here
You
looking
don't
at
hit, man. You don't hit my little caveat.
Kentucky,
Go ahead, bro.
Florida State, South Carolina, Mississippi State, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M. Back to back to back to back to back. Doggone it, that's two gauntlets in a 6-week period.
No. People say, no, Bishop, there ain't no gauntlet.
Shoot, you better go back and look. And especially, and this is what everyone is looking at, forgetting. You're used to like in the case of Georgia. Last year, you had a week off before you played both them and LSU. There were 2 bye weeks. But you always had the bye week when you got ready to play LSU. That I can remember that from way back. You had a bye week.
And it's still the same.
And that's the only thing that's still the same. But for everybody else, you're playing. Boom. Play that game. Whoop. Line up, get ready next week. Boom. Play that one. Whoop. Line up, get ready for the next week. Boom. No buys.
That's why I say I think Texas A&M is going to be the hardest game because you got the Georgia. That's going to be the hype game. Then we go to Knoxville the next week. So if we win those 2 games, all the hype is gone. That team that's coming in is Texas A&M.
And mind you, Texas A&M, I put this on the governor in our second show yesterday. I put this in on the table. And Texas A&M might have a returning quarterback. They got a new O-line.
Yep.
And a couple of new receivers. One of the receivers being Isaiah Horton.
Hey, by the time that we played them, at that time, when you think about it, you no longer a freshman. You no longer new.
Nope.
They ain't new more.
You should know this. You should have it down pat by now. So you're
new.
right. No argument there.
And that's the end of the season now. And then you get the bye week, and then you go to Baton Rouge. Look, bro, y'all better pay attention.
And after Baton Rouge, guess where you go? Back to Tennessee and play Vanderbilt.
Hey, man.
Okay, so wait a minute. So P, when Bishop was saying what he was saying, now all of a sudden we're getting closer, and now it's at the doorstep. You see why I said what I said.
So just being honest. So when you frame it, that's why I'm telling everybody, I don't get off into this. Alabama's going to go 12-0. That's good and admirable. That's having faith in your team. But I'm also going to be realistic, and this is why I made the statement last night. I'm just taking it one game at a time. Now, you will never get me to say, I think Alabama they'll lose to this one, lose to that one. No. You're going to have to beat me first.
Absolutely.
Beat me first. I'm not going to concede victory or defeat until we actually play the game. I don't do that. I learned a long time ago, don't do that, because you don't know how this thing is going to turn out. But all I'm saying is, when you go and look at the constructs of Alabama's schedule, Alabama has a 1, 2, 3, 4 gauntlet there. Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina, Mississippi State. Then gauntlet number 2, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M. Then your half gauntlet is going to be LSU, Vanderbilt, and then you end with Chattanooga and Auburn. And some prognosticators have already said that you could easily have, which I don't believe is going to happen, but you could easily have a 2-loss Auburn team coming to Tuscaloosa. I don't think so, but I've seen stranger things happen.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't no team in the SEC going undefeated.
So
there's not one team in the SEC going undefeated because you got to play each other. And you're playing each other. Playing each other back to back to back. There's no, I would say, for ours, no weak opponent in between those weeks until it's either the beginning of the season or the end of the season. But that middle part, no, y'all playing. Y'all are playing. So, way, all that. Injuries is going to be the biggest factor this season, bro.
So I'm just saying, one game at a time. But I will say this to lump it all together there, and we get ready to go to Discord. Bishop, Governor, September 26th. That's the day for me.
That Kentucky?
I'm still holding fast to that day.
September 26th. Kentucky.
Here's the reason why. September 26th. Tennessee, Texas. Georgia, Oklahoma. LSU, Texas A&M. Watch that game.
Us versus South Carolina.
Ole Miss, Florida, Missouri, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Auburn, and South Carolina, Alabama.
That's going to be a good week.
That's why I'm just telling everybody, please, that's the week. That's the week of weeks. September 26th. And the crazy thing about it, now just remember, okay, we all know September 5th we're playing East Carolina. September 12th, we play Kentucky. September 19th, we play Florida State. And then that next week is the 26th.
Damn, now, I want to know those games.
Go ahead, Bish. Go ahead, Gov.
I was going to say, like, what time are those games? Because
I don't have the game time in front of me, bro. But at our next one, I'll have.
I have that.
I'll shoot it to you because it is out. Those game times are already set. Are already set. Okay. I want to say South Carolina and Bama
because I didn't see it pop up. I'm on the I went to the internet to look at the schedule. It just says 26. It doesn't give a time.
Yeah. I'll shoot the times to you. Okay. I want to say South Carolina and Bama game is an evening game, not necessarily a night game. I think it's an evening game, but Georgia and OU is prime time. It's 6:30. I know that one because I saw that. Let me see something. Hold up.
Most of those games got to be 3:30 because they don't really play at 12.
Hold up. I'm gonna tell you just a second.
Hey, I got it now. You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. September 5th, 11 a.m. September 12th, 3:30 p.m. September 19th to be announced.
Florida State and Alabama. I'm looking it up on
that's
CD. That's at 2:30.
Okay, 2:30. Okay. They got the South Carolina Gamecock game on the 26th. They got it as a flex where I'm looking. Okay, what do you got?
Hold up. I'm gonna pull that up right quick.
Because of OU and Georgia, that's the night game.
Yeah.
That's
I thought we were the 5 o'clock because there's another game, ain't it?
Y'all play in Norman?
No, we play in the Hedges.
Oh.
It should be the night game. Don't get me wrong, but I thought we looked at that and they were saying that we weren't going to be the night game.
Well, I think they might switch the times up just depending on what happens.
Yeah, I think it's going to be flexed.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But hey, that whole day is filled with nothing but action packed.
Yeah. SEC. We ain't even talking about everybody else's schedule.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna like this season.
That's what I was saying. And I know a lot of people didn't understand. When I look at stuff, I look at, okay, did our coaching staff develop deeper and wide enough for us to go through an 8-game straight Southeastern Conference schedule? Because usually with us, they just stick it to us. And without that second bye, you got to be able to have a strong enough stamina to constantly keep winning and come out, no less than 7-1, if that.
So in a nutshell, you need at least 70 players.
Easy. Say it again, please.
Going to you for this season, we need at least 70 players
That you can count on.
you can count on.
That without a doubt, they know their assignments and you could put them in and you won't lose any productivity or the level of play doesn't drop off.
44 players is not going to do it. Not this season. Not 44 players is not going to do it this season.
On just one side of the ball.
Do it. If you don't do it, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of bracketing around certain players.
Yeah.
Boy, this is going to be a lot of furniture moving this year. I can see it. I can see it. My garage is going to be thrown around, bro.
Y'all, we look, Governor, you remember the story I told you about the stripper and the monkey?
Yeah.
Well, Bama Nick is in the chat.
Not the stripper.
Bama Nick is in the chat. And Bama Nick said, wait, I can't make this stuff up, y'all. This is who knows how this story actually go. But Bama Nick said, I'm going to be drinking heavily that day on September 26th, Piano Man. Me and my midgets are going to be drunker than the Gia Monkey. You might call the pole assassin 4x4. Oh my God. Y'all, I got to get Bama Nick on here one day. I might get him on here this week. He got to tell y'all this story. It's about the stripper, the monkey, Jeff Levy.
Christ.
Jeff Levy.
Oh,
and the kids that the monkey bit. Y'all, it is and it is a true story. There's nothing made up about it. But to hear him and Ron Fowler tell this story, it will have you in tears laughing. So the running joke now is, where's the monkey?
We're
looking for the monkey. We know where the stripper is. But the monkey is on the loose. So we want to know who got the monkey. That's all we want to know is where's this monkey. We want to know where's the monkey.
Who got the monkey? A lot of Mad Dog he going to be drinking.
Ooh.
And where do the midgets fit in this?
Ooh. Oh, I saw that.
And so they don't want you to come. And see, I'm old enough to remember Governor and Bishop. They didn't call them dwarfs. They called them midget wrestling, midget football.
Yeah, they weren't little back then.
They weren't.
No, they weren't.
So anyway, y'all, good to see you, Bama Nick. That's my dude there, man.
Oh, make sure he's in the Discord.
I got to show him how to get off in that. Bama Nick ain't all that computer savvy.
Okay.
But you talk about, he just one of them dude. He's former military. He's went to the Navy. Thank you for your service, Bama Nick.
Yeah,
Bama Nick
salute.
come with that story about them darn the monkey and the stripper, and it all happened one Halloween night in No. Was it Texas? It was either Texas or Tuscaloosa. It happened in one of those places. But the stripper brought the monkey to the door for Halloween. And she was trying to serve the candy, and the monkey got loose on one of the children and bit him. It's crazy. It is crazy. And so, anyway, it's just one of them stories that the narrative, Governor, you talk about the goalpost moving. Just one of these stories that the goalpost is.
You talk about furniture moving. You moving major furniture.
It's moving major furniture, man. So we're just trying to figure out about the monkey and the strip. That's all. Nothing, no more, no less. Don't make it no bigger than what it is, because the story gets crazy. But we threw the midgets in because we trying to corral the monkey back before long story. So anyway, and then the next thing about that is we got this little group going called the Four Horsemen, and I'm the enforcer of the group. I'm the enforcer. So, say hello to the enforcer. I am the enforcer. Anyway, y'all, but I thank y'all for indulging me, Bishop and Governor, with my little plan here, because y'all brought out some things, and especially you, Governor, that I didn't think about, who these guys could be. And we're going to finish up on this tomorrow, and then we're going to go to another side. We're going to go to another team. We're going to look at teams that Alabama play. And we're going to look at, I want to also look at, in Oklahoma's case, I'm not going to talk too much about their first game, but I want to talk about the Michigan game for Oklahoma. I want to see where Bishop's mind is about Michigan. So we want to look at both Michigan and Oklahoma,
do that,
see what they got going and everything. And we're going to take it from there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2026 college football. Even though it's July 28th,
it's coming.
It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's here. It's right upon us. And Bishop, I want to remind everybody, you all, after the day, you got 2 more days. If you want Piano Man to attend your wedding announcement, your wedding, your funeral announcement, if you want me to attend, you got from now until July the 31st to put your order in. Because on July the 31st, at 4 p.m., Governor, Central Standard Time, Piano Man will be putting his black robe, his black book, his hymn book, and everything into a safe. The safe is already preset. And once those items go in the safe, it is locked. And we will not be retrieving those items until February the 15th of 2027. Now, I have already told Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy, if there's any money owed to me and they don't pay me for my services, Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy will be there knocking at your door, wishing you nothing but the absolute worst, because you crossed Piano Man the wrong way. Let's not fall out over unpaid services. If I do a service for you, pay me. But if not, I will be sending the Voices, Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy.
OG Gill, salute.
At your door. That's what's going to happen. And once you give that money to them, and Stephen Hicks Once the money is in your hand, then, sir, take it and go buy you a steak dinner.
Big Al, big salute.
Take it or go buy you a steak dinner, Stephen Hicks. I just want to make sure that the money comes from them. All right. So anyway, Governor, pardon words, sir.
Yeah. One. I'll say, like I always say, I woke up this morning, so that's always a blessing, just to be here, talking with the fellas, talking with you guys. I love. Um, it was a great conversation today. I like that. It was open minded, nice little dialogue. It's great for us to see from a different perspective on what we shall see in the future. So that's always great. I just got a disclaimer that I want to put out there. When it comes to the Discord, y'all do know that y'all don't have to wait for us to get in there to start the Discord, right? Y'all do. Like
Please say that again.
you don't have to sit there and keep putting messages in there. Hey, where everybody at? If you want to talk, just go in there and talk. That's why I'm gonna give a shout out to Latoya, my sis. She actually went in the Discord and stayed there and waited. I don't know how long, but I saw it, and then we started the conversation. Y'all don't have to wait for us. We're not the gatekeepers. It's for everybody to go in there and just talk. Y'all don't need our permission to go in there. Y'all could just go in there
Big
and have
salute to Austin as well.
Austin to everybody that goes in there. Y'all don't have to make sure that we get in there first. Now I understand you see certain people in there, you want to have dialogue with certain people just to get you riled up, but y'all don't have to wait. Okay. Eventually, trust me, we're gonna go in there and see who's in there or who's not in there, and we'll just go straight into it. Bishop is always damn near the first person in there. Don't go. Y'all don't have to send a message out. You don't have to ask where the mods is at. We here. We just got things to do outside of this world. But we'll get there. Okay, y'all? It's okay. Trust me, we'll fill in. If the conversation already started, we'll fill in. Go enjoy yourself. That's for y'all. Enjoy yourself just
Oh man, for real, for real.
and just have great dialogue until you gotta go to work and stuff. Other than that, I'm gonna go and get some more coffee and then I'm gonna see y'all in there if y'all in there. All right.
What? Oh, you forgot to give one shout out, though, Governor. You forgot about this one. He be in there too.
Yeah. That's a different conversation.
That's a different conversation, y'all. Don't get Gov started. But Governor's right. Thank you, Gov. Thank you,
Yeah.
Gov. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Bishop, pardon words there, big dog.
Hey, you know what? We one step closer. 32 more days. Start marking down your calendar. I know you guys report the 4th. We report the 3rd. It's here. It's really here, you guys. And more than ever, finally, the talking season, it will be ending and the answers to the questions will be answered. And so, with that, we're just so thankful that you come along with the ride. We we came a long way, but now we're here. And more than anything, be thankful because you are what make this show go. We appreciate you. Do me a favor. When y'all get into the Discord, be okay to just at least say hi before you have to go out. We understand a lot of you are still at work and whatnot, but just so I think a lot of times people don't want to be the first one to talk. Just say hi so that the people know that you're in there and what's going on, and then go from there. But more than anything, hey, we're just so blessed to be amongst your family and that to call you family. You have a blessed day.
That's it. We appreciate you, Bishop. Appreciate you, Governor.
Yeah.
As always, tried something a little new today. With cause I the talk season is just about up. Matter of fact, it is up. It's time to start putting it on the line now because they're getting ready to start putting putting the pads and everything on. It's time to let's get with it. And one more thing about that Discord, Governor, this is a pet peeve of his, and this is how I came up with this. I'm gonna tell this: when we're in there watching a video, watching a game, or anything live, please don't come in there being ill-mannered and think that we're supposed to jump at something else. I will never do that. Not as the leader of this outfit. I don't do that. Because if I'm there with you watching the game, I'm in there with you watching the game. Not on here talking about we need to be out here. No. We're watching the game. That's what we're there for. And so just be ready to hit that Discord. Like Governor and Bishop said, you don't have to wait on us. Because I think some of y'all have figured it out. I'm not in there all the time. I'm really not, because I'm doing other things. But that Discord is for y'all. Go in there and do your thing. Have fun with it. Be respectful, but have fun, okay? For those of you that's not in the Discord, there it is right there. And that's all the information that you need. Come on in there. Join us. Have a good time.
I got a surprise for people. One of these weeks, film breakdown will be commenced in there.
Yeah.
So just understand, you just don't know what day it is, but it's coming.
Well, we're gonna change that, Bishop. We're gonna change it. We're gonna have a breakdown day of that. We're gonna have a breakdown day of that. Okay.
Thank you.
So it won't be no surprises anymore. We're gonna have a breakdown day, and we want everybody to know what you're looking at and everything. Because believe it or not, Bishop found out I can break it down myself and everything. I've got a different way of doing it. And,
hey, that's my brother. Hey, we got it. We got it.
We got,
but definitely. I know we got to get Coach Al and a couple others. Yeah. They've been trying to get in. We're gonna get you guys in. Just be patient. We ain't forgot about you.
And so just get on in there. But when it's time to break down film, I want film broken down, because there might be a time I'm not in there. But Bishop, Gov, if Coach Al in there, Coach Sean,
Brisky,
Coach Carl, B Sharp, in and them in there breaking down film, get the breaking. Make it happen. Because guess what? And y'all can't say this, that Piano Man is selfish. Don't even form that lie in your mouth. Piano Man is not selfish. Piano Man, I promote everybody. But all I ask is, if you come into the Discord over here on my end of town and you want to break down film, break it down, but include everybody. Include everybody.
Yep.
I want to tell y'all something, to you guys that just watch the game. The breaking down of film will help you understand the game a whole lot more. You'll know what a player is supposed to be doing versus what it looked like he's supposed to be doing.
Is Breezy okay? I haven't seen him in the Discord. He's good? Breezy?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't heard.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. If you listen, Breezy, come on through.
Yeah, we need to hear from you. We need to know what's up with you and everybody. But you're welcome to the Discord. And that's right. Act like you got some upbringing. I hear you, Steve. I hear you. But that's our safe space. And what's said in the Discord stays in the Discord. It stays in the Discord. And that's the place where you talk it out, have it out, talk it out, and then everybody be about your business. And then come back for next time and let's try it again. We're grown up in there. And it grown folk business, and it's straight gumbo fire. Come on through. It is what it is. So anyway, y'all, and the Discord is open now. Like I said, there's the information. Just come on through. Let's have a good time. Bishop is there, Governor's there. 9 times out of 10, Bama Hater gonna beat us over there, and others, like Lady Latoya when she's able, Austin Allen when he's able. Just come on in. Have a seat. Take your shoes off, and y'all have a good time, all right? That's our show for today. I want to thank everybody for coming, and as always, I want to thank Bishop and Governor for coming and making things happen for us and having a great conversation. Just took a little different turn, and I like that because we're about diversity over here. Just remember to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. And again, This kitchen's big enough for everybody to cook in. Just come on in. Let's make it happen. All right. Piano Man don't know everything. I just know what I'm talking about. All right. And then the last thing, it's okay to be a fan. Just be realistic. Again, I want to thank you, everybody, for coming. We're gonna have a giveaway real soon and everything. I've got one that we're gonna draw for, but I'm also gonna have one that I'm actually giving away to someone because of how they've kind of looked out for us and everything, especially when we were doing our Legend series and with Coach Grant and everything. And speaking of Coach Grant, y'all, he really enjoyed coming on, and he's going to be back on as well. And we're just setting some things up, and we're going to just be doing the doggone thing. And so, but with that being said, it's okay to be a fan, but be realistic. Again, thank you, everybody, for coming. All of our crews. I thought I saw OG Gill. I know I saw B Sharp. Thank you, big brother, for stopping by. And I thank KB, JT, Cousin Maddox for allowing me just even in the chat last night to hang out with the crew, okay? Hey, we're still over here doing our thing. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our channel. We're just trying to get bigger, trying to get better, trying to grow every day, all right? So with that being said, on behalf of Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy, with the exception of the Alabama fans, everybody else, we wish you nothing but the absolute worst. Y'all have a good day, everybody. There will be no second show today. I have an appointment that I have to get to. But y'all have a great day, and the Lord willing, we will be back here first thing in the morning. Support all your other podcasters. Hey, let your presence be known. We run into joint now. Y'all have a great day, and roll tide. See you in the Discord.